All right, everybody, welcome back to the Shopify video course. This is the third video, and we're going to discuss creating collections. In the past videos, we went over signing up for Shopify, selecting a theme, uploading that theme, purchasing your domain name, and I just want to jump back to both of those two last videos really quickly to explain two things. One, when you sign up for Shopify, you will get or your domain name, you will get an email asking to verify your records and the things you originally put in the first video when you signed up for Shopify. So just make sure you jump back into your email, and every time a verification email comes in, or anytime you do anything that seems like of major importance, jump back into your email and make sure that you're verifying everything via email. Because sometimes people get hung up on that and they don't realize that they're not verifying things within their email address as well. So again, jump back into your email, make sure that you verified every email that has come through. And then I also want to show you one other thing. You notice that there's a check next to view that our domain name set up. But if we go into view our domain names now, you'll see that in the last video, it wasn't showing okay here. It was showing setup required. Now it's showing that everything is set up correctly. When it shows this SSL unavailable, that is another form of encryption. So if you go to a web page and it says HTTPS, that means that it's a special encryption. And so if one of these does show up as as not showing unavailable, make sure we select that one because we want our customers to feel secure. And that's just a new thing that Shopify is adding. So not all of their domain names have this. If you purchase a domain name through another website, like Namecheap and things like that, contact Namecheap and see if you can get the HTTPS on your Shopify site. You may not be able to, but they may be able to work with Shopify and actually get the domain showing that way. So one of the reasons why I always suggest purchasing through Shopify is because obviously it's really easy to connect, and also because you'll get that certification on one of your on one of your domains. So okay, I just wanted to show you that I didn't have to do anything, that just set itself up, because in the last video it was still showing that we were waiting for that to happen. So that did it itself. I also went in and verified the email after that, but it links up itself. So again, in this video now, we're going to be talking about collections. What is a collection? It's the way that you organize products into groups on your website. If we go into, I'm going to just show you Wayfair, because obviously they're the biggest drop shipper. Their departments are all different collections. TV stands, that's a collection. Living rooms, that's a collection, and then a subcategory of TV stands, that's another collection. Rugs, that's a collection. Outdoor rugs, within rugs is a collection. So you'll see that there are collections, there are sub-collections. All of these are collections within Shopify. They're not separated any differently. Those are just the collections, right? Window treatments, curtains and drapes, those are collections, and so is window treatments. So I just want to let you guys know that that's what they look like on other websites, and then we'll go back into what they look like on our website. So like I said in the last video, I am going to be using razors as my niche in this, straight razors is my niche in this video series. So I have went around the online, and I've found what I personally feel are the way my competitors and suppliers are showing their collections, and I picked what I thought would be the best to have for my website. So I've basically created these drop downs and these sidebars and navigations of what I think will look best on my website, that the customer will be able to easily navigate on my website. And I created these little lists. So if you see over here, I've put together this list. So if a person wants to buy a razor, and then they are have been doing this for a while, say they're a professional the haircut or barber, and they want to get a professional razor, they could go into advanced. So I have that broken down into, this would be a collection, and then so would advanced. And then other things, like if I wanted to do it by price, right? I could have products in a collection that are only under $100. So this is really a good way for customers to be able to navigate your site. If you have color options, you can make colors as your collections. And if you do it by price, you could do it by price. You could do it by vendor. So brands, suppliers, you could break them down that way. if people are going to want to be searched by that specific brand. Accessories, more collections, and things like that. So I'm going to show you how I then create, after I put together this list. This may take you some time. Go to your competitor sites, go to your supplier sites and see how it's broken down there. What can you add on? What do you think that people would be looking for specific to your niche? And come up with this list, right? And then just write it down, just like I did here. This is just a notes page. And I've written down the collections that I want to make for this video. So to do this, we are going to come into online store, and then we are going to click, we're going to come into products, and then we're going to click collections. So right now, Shopify created a home page collection. We don't need that. To get rid of these, we just click here, right? This is highlighting this collection, bulk action, delete collections. So if there's a bunch of collections, you can click the little button above that and then delete all of the collections. It's up to you. But Shopify will show you that one homepage one typically. Again, things change, but this is how we were going to add a collection to start, right? So on the collections page, again, I clicked the wrong spot in the beginning, but it's products, collections, and we're going to add a collection. This is how we set up our collections page. So our first collection was going to be straight razors, right? If we want to add a description, which we should, we don't have to right away. I want to make that clear. You can set up your website and not add a collection not add a description to the collection right away. But this is a great place to add keywords, to add links to other collections, to add product links, all of that stuff. So you can put some text here, again, getting keywords in there, basically telling the customer what they'll be finding on this page and adding as many keywords as possible with still making it make sense. And I'm just going to show you how to add a link quickly because I'm not going to write a description now, but I want to show you how you would add a link. So I'm just going to write test, right? And say this is one of your keywords or a product. We would select it like this, and then we click this little link up here, insert link. And we could link it to a specific page. We could link it to a product page. So if we know we have a product coming up, like I said, you want to do this after the fact because there will be ways to add different collections and different products. But you'd put the link to that product here. I would keep it in in the same window, and then the link title. So this is for SEO. So again, keywords here. Customer's not going to see this, but Google will. So then you put more keywords in here, and you click insert link. And that will make that a link. It could be to a product page, it could be to outside page. I personally think it should all be within your website. So link it to collections or products. But that's how you would add a link to your description. Continuing on, we want to conditions. This is how a product, when you upload a product, this is how it gets into that collection. You can click manually. And then basically every time you upload a product, you either have to go through that product, and within that product, you have to select it to go into this collection, or you come into this collection and you select the products that you want to add to this collection. But I personally think that you should do automatically select product based on conditions. The way to do this, that one product can be in multiple collections, which you'll want because a razor will also be in one of our price categories. We want it in multiple collections. We're going to use tags. What is a tag? A tag is a way, a piece of like a few words, a word, a keyword, anything that you want to use that will put that one product and link it to the collection. So I personally, this is just how I do it. You could do it another way, but I will use straight razors. I will select product tag is equal to, and then I will do my collection title, right? That's how you link the product tag to make the tag work to link to your collection. So anytime that I add a product, I will add the tag. If it's a straight razor, I will add the tag straight razor, and then that will link that product into this collection. So that's how you should do it if it is a product collection and you want to use tags. And then, okay, so we're in here, right? We've got that done. We can add a collection image, and that's great for if there's a collection page where it's showing multiple collections, it will show the product collection picture with the title. So you can upload an image here of a straight razor or a person using a straight razor. It's really up to you. And we're going to leave it as collection. And we're going to click save. So we have our first collection created. So now we want to do beginner, and we're going to do this the same way. Add collection, beginner. So if a product is for beginners, we will select the tag of that product to equal beginner. Again, we can upload an image and we can click save. So I'm going to quickly go through and do intermediate and advanced. Okay, here's another top level collection I'm making. Again, see that they're done the exact same way. We're going to do tags and we're going to save them. And then here's another one. Okay. Now here's where things switch up a little bit, and we can use the different ways to select our product conditions. We don't have to just use tags, so I'm going to show you other ways to do that as well. So right now, if we come back into collections, we'll see that we have my collections listed that I've just created, and next to that, it shows the product conditions, so the way that our products are linked to our collections. So for a razor, so safety razors, we have the product tag is equal to safety razors. But say we want to do bestsellers and we don't want to use the product tag for bestsellers because maybe we're not going to be creating a product tag for that. Maybe we want to just add it as, we want to just do it manually. So bestsellers, we click manually. Again, you can add a description in here, add an image, and save. So once we add products now and we come back into this collection page, we can actually click here to select our products. So say our best sellers change and we want to put them, we want to change them up pretty often without having to go back into each product and change the tags. We can go into I add a product and just select from a drop-down menu here of our products. I'll show you how to do that later. So again, I'm going to do that for Made in America, but actually I'm going to do this for a tag because it seems like a tag would be a better option here. So we'll do tag. And on sale now, this one's going to be different. So guys, take note here. When I do an add a collection and it's products that are on sale, I'm going to come in and we're going to do automatic again, but we're going to do the compare at price. So when we upload a product, we can upload the price that we're selling it at, and we can upload the compare at price. So to show that a product is on sale, we're going to do the compare at price is greater than 0. So if it's $1 more, the compare at price is $1 more, is 1 penny more, it's going to show that product on sale and it's going to show them in that collection. So that's how we set up our sale collection, guys. I'm going to continue going through this and I'll let you know once I get back to by price. All right, so I'm down here now at buy price, and I want to do under $100. So the title of this collection is going to be under $100. I'm going to do it based on conditions, but if I go into this drop down here, I'm going to do the product price is less than 100, right? And I'm going to click save. Now, every product that comes up on my website, no matter when, if it's under $100, will come up in this collection. I'm going to do that for each product, but I'm going to show you how we add multiple, or for each collection, but I'm going to show you how we add multiple conditions. So we want any condition, product price, add another condition, product price, right? So now we have two. We want if it's greater than 100, but less than, oops, sorry, we want all conditions. This has to meet both conditions. And we'll do less than 150, right? And I'm going to do that for these next three as well. And the last one, okay. I'm also going to show you how, say we wanted to have a collection that was for all featured products, and we didn't want to have a tag be features, but we wanted bestsellers, made in America, and on sale now to all show up under featured. That's when we would use any condition, and we would do product tag 3 times. Product tag, and we do bestsellers, made in America, and on sale now. Save collection. Okay, so we're getting there with our collections, but you see now, you can see what conditions, product price, product tag. If it's not, and it's, you have to actually go in here to select it. If there are no conditions, it'll show a little line. But those are our collection setup. We could also do brands. So these are just a few brands of the test products I'll be uploading, and we want to go in here and do by vendor. Almost done. Okay. All right, so now that all our collections are made, I want to show you guys something that I think is really, really important, and a lot of people don't realize this when they first set up their store, and it gets them a little confused. So if you go into Straight Razors, this is the first collection I made, and after you saved the collection, this won't show before you save the collection, but after you save the collection, you come down to the bottom here, and you'll see the search engine listing preview. If you click Edit Website SEO, this will show you the page title. So again, we can add keywords in here. And this is what shows up here for on specifically this browser. But see how it shows right there? Some pop-up right there. That stuff this keywords here will show up there. So obviously huge for SEO. Same here, meta description. This is literally just for SEO. And it actually won't show up on any of your web pages. And then this is the URL of this collection. So if we specifically go to this collection, it won't let me highlight it. But if we specifically go to this page, it will bring us this collection page. So as I said earlier, if you want to put links up here, say from this to another page, you'd use this link. This would be the link. If you duplicate a collection, and say I accidentally made a collection called straight razors. And then I made another one called straight razors. The second one would show up looking like this right here. And you don't want that. So make sure that if you make multiple collections with the same title, you go in and you change what the URL actually is. And if you decide you want to change this up here, change this title, that's not going to change this tag or this URL. So if you do happen to go edit a collection and you want to change the wording of it, you want to change what it's actually showing, you have to change that in all of the spots. Don't forget to change it here, or it'll show. Say you change your website completely to start selling bounce houses, and you change this to bounce house, it'll still show this as straight razor unless you go in and change it. So just make note of those things, those small little things as you're going through this. So again, we're back in our collections, and now we have our collections. They're all the ones that I personally would want to use if I have a razor store. This is what my collections would be. So they're all there, and when I add products, they'll all connect, but they're not actually in this beautiful order that I've made here, right? They're not connected to what we call within Shopify navigations. So in the next video, or actually in 2 videos from now or 3 videos from now, I'm going to show you after we make our pages, because those are going to be in our navigations as well, and after we add our products, because those are going to be in our navigations as well. After we do all of those things, I'll show you how we then organize this into our navigations, and that's a navigation as the top menu on a website, the sidebar on a website, the footer menus. So I'll show you how we're going to use these products and link them up to make navigations in future videos.